looking at two more examples, I have for number 3 this. So my first step is to change this to being multiplying, and so I keep the first fraction. And I flip the second fraction. And then I change that division to be multiplication. And then now I'm going to go through the same steps as multiplying rational expressions. So I'm going to make sure I factor everything. So factoring the top of this first fraction, I get x plus 4 times x plus 1. Factoring the bottom, I get x plus 4 times x minus 3. Factoring 2x squared minus 6x, I see this has a GCF of 2x, so I'm going to take out 2x, and I am left with x minus 3. And then the bottom, I see that that is a difference of squares, so that's going to be x plus 1, x minus 1. And here you could actually skip the step of multiplying across and just go straight to simplifying from here. And so I see, for instance, my x minus 3, this one is going to cancel with this one. So one's on top, one's on bottom. X plus 1, this is going to cancel with that, x plus 1. And then I see these x plus 4s cancel. And so I am left with a 2x on top and x minus 1 on the bottom. And then I need to see what my restrictions are. So first, looking at this third step here, I see that x can't equal -1 and 1, 3, and a -4. But then also looking at the top here, because at the very beginning, this is in the denominator, whatever makes this 0 is also going to be restricted. And I see that's going to be 3, which I already have listed, but also 0 because of that 2x. Okay, now let's look at one last one. So here I have 6x squared plus x minus 15 over 4x squared divided by 3x squared plus 5x. So at first I want to do KSC. I'm going to keep flip change. So I have 6x squared plus x minus 15 over 4x squared. Change that division to be multiplication. And then I need to flip this. However, this isn't a fraction, but there's really an imaginary 1 that's below it. So when I flip it, I have a 1 on top and 3x squared plus 5x on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and factor this. So when you factor the top here, you get 3x plus 5 and 2x minus 3. That one you're going to have to use the AC method to factor because there is a number in front of x squared. On the extra examples that are linked below this video, I go through that AC method again, so you can check it there to see how to go about that. Or you can go back to this factoring videos to review over the AC method. And then 3x squared plus 5x, that has a GCF of x that you can take out. And so now, going straight to simplifying, I see that the only thing that these share is 3x plus 5. So that's going to cancel out. So I'm left with 2x minus 3 on top and 4x squared times x, which is 4x cubed. And now looking to see what our restrictions are, I see with this 4x squared that x cannot equal 0. And then I have this 3x squared plus 5 that it also cannot equal, or this 3x plus 5 that it also can't equal 0. And so if I were to solve that, just go off to the side here, I'd subtract 5 and then divide by 3. So that's going to be x is equal to -5/3. So that means that x cannot equal -5/3.